Today in this video on how to file your taxes so that you can get your refund much faster. Should you do your own taxes or you need to hire an expert? Filing your taxes is free and possible to file by yourself, and you can save a lot of your money in long run. By understanding your options and gathering your documents and using tax preparation software, you can file your taxes with ease. And if you are looking to file for your own taxes, then what kind of a documents you are looking for? 1099K, W2 form, which forms do you need for filing your tax returns? Well, don't worry, I have got the step-by-step process and how you can file your own taxes. And if you need even simpler way, then you can use TurboTax. The software will guide you through the process of filing out your tax return and help you to find out any deduction or credits that you may be eligible for, which could maximize your tax refund. For a very basic simple tax return, usually the TurboTax doesn't charge you any money at all. The IRS pre-file program. If you make any sort of a mistake in your tax return, then that will cause unnecessary delays, so be sure to review all the important numbers. So here is the thing, filing your own taxes can be a daunting task for many of us, but it's a necessary task. Everybody needs to file their taxes. Now the good news is there are a couple of ways to file your taxes for free, and today in this video I will walk you through the process on how to file your taxes. And get this, if your tax return is simple one, then you can use the TurboTax to make the process a lot easier and save yourself a tons of money in the process. So guys, without a further ado, let's jump right into all the important details. Quickly before we start, make sure to subscribe, be sure to turn on all the bell notification to stay updated with the latest updates. Alright guys, so now today in this video I'm gonna simplify the tax filing process for you. But remember guys, I must mention that I'm not a tax professional, so take everything with a bit of a grain of salt. Do your own research, talk with the actual tax professional if you need, and I'm here to give you all the detailed information in the easiest manner possible, things I learned over the past few years regarding filing the taxes. So guys, this is my best take, so without a further ado, let's jump right into it. So the step one of the process is understanding your options. So before we deep dive into the process of filing your taxes for free, it's very important to understand your options, and there are actually various options to file your taxes. Some of the easiest one including the tax preparation software. You can use TurboTax. Also the second most useful option is hiring a tax professional or doing your tax return yourself with paper form. Hiring a tax professional or doing it yourself with paper forms, these options can come with a cost. Now if you have a simple tax situation, then you may be able to file your taxes for free, and relatively your tax return will be much simpler. And you might be aware of the IRS pre-file program. This program offers a pre-tax preparation software for the taxpayers with adjusted gross income of $73,000 or less. Now there are some states which also offer a pre-tax preparer or software or pre-tax help, so you should check that out. Alright, moving forward to the next important state is how should you prepare? Preparing your documents. Now before you start filing your taxes, you'll need to gather all the necessary documents, and this one includes your W2S form, wage and tax statement, and also your 1099S form. So these are two important documents, W2S and 1099S, or any other forms if you have to show your income. This might also include 1099 MISC for showing miscellaneous forms of income. After gathering all the important documents related to showing your income, you'll also need information for any deductions or credits that you may be eligible for. And if you have any questions about any documents, what sort of a document you need, then you can check out this IRS website. IRS do provide all the details on which forms do you need for filing your tax returns. But if your tax return is simple, then you can get away with the form W-2 and your 1099S. If you need any help, then you can refer this website. Alright, the third important step is using the IRS pre-file program. Now if you are eligible for the IRS pre-file program, then you can use its one of the available tax preparation software options. Now to start using the IRS pre-file program, if you are eligible for the program, you can use one of the available tax preparation software options. To access the program, you need to go to the IRS website, and right over here you need to click on the pre-file button, which you can find right over here. Now through this one you can start filing. Okay, then you need to click right over here, start pre-file fileable forms, and if you don't have account, then you need to create an account. Now remember, never use your browser's back button to move back and forward into the program. Also generally you should place a negative sign in front of your negative numbers, and never enter unnecessary zeros into blank areas. Doing so may cause your return to reject. Now guys, each of the tax preparation software, each of the providers have their own eligibility requirements and the features, so you'll need to select the one that best suits your needs. Once you have selected your provider, started, then you need to create an account, enter your personal information, income information. Nowadays, the softwares are very user friendly, so they will guide you through the process of filling out your tax return. For example, which lines you should enter in which line of the form. The software will guide you through the process of filing out your tax return and help you to find out any deduction or credits that you may be eligible for, which could maximize your tax refund. Remember, before you submit, you need to add your income documents such as W-2, 1099 or W-2G. So be sure you check according to your requirements. Be sure to check out what sort of income documents you need to attach. Then you need to add your withholding information into the given boxes. Also, then you need to verify your identity. Then you need to sign your return by providing following information such as your electronic signature. Also, you might need to pay a balance that you have owed. So you can either pay by electronic withdrawal or pay by check, or you can pay by IRS direct pay. Then you need to continue to e-file. Then last and important step is review your return, because if you make any sort of a mistake in your tax return, then that will cause unnecessary delays. So be sure to review all the important numbers. If necessary, take help of any tax professional, tax experts. Once you have done with reviewing your details, then e-filing information, complete the CAPTCHA and submit your tax return. And that's how you can submit your tax return. That's how you e-file your tax returns. And if you need even simpler way, then you can use TurboTax. Well, TurboTax is pretty simple to use. You just simply sign up on TurboTax or log in, and they will ask you simple set of questions which will automate and simplify your tax filing process. They will simply guide you how to put your numbers onto your tax return. But remember, if your tax return is not so simple, then you may need to upgrade your TurboTax account. It's only free for the simple tax returns, so be sure to keep that in mind. But the TurboTax filing process is much simple. So if you think it's worth your time and money, then go ahead and get the TurboTax for a very basic simple tax return. Basic simple tax returns, usually I think the TurboTax doesn't charge you any money at all. Now, speaking of some additional tips and resources filing your taxes, well, filing your taxes can be a little bit complicated, but there are some resources available to help you out. Simply, IRS website has a wealth of information for the tax preparation. You can also consult a tax professional if you need any additional help. And when using tax preparation software, make sure to double check all the information you enter to ensure the accuracy of your tax return. And don't forget to file your state taxes if required. In conclusion, filing your taxes is free and possible to file by yourself, and you can save a lot of your money in long run. By understanding your options and gathering your documents and using tax preparation software, you can file your taxes with ease. Hope this video was helpful. We encourage you to share this video, subscribe to our channel, and be sure to subscribe to our channel How To Guys with all the bell notification. And this is Kedar from How To Guys signing out.